Oh, mire la coja del aceite, el negro que está ahí. El de...
Está abajo, ¿verdad?
El que recicla el aceite.
What is that? Oh my God. What is that? Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. Look, dude, those people in that house right there. Oh no, get out of there.
Tropical storm Chantal struck North Carolina with fast-moving rain that overwhelmed communities like Southern Pines, unleashing nearly 8 inches of water in hours. Flash flooding swept through streets, damaged infrastructure, and caused a dam failure at a golf course lake, leaving parts of the state reeling from sudden destruction.
Las joyas iban ahí.
¿Eso qué es?
Este, el container de
Oh, yeah.
from there.
Further north in Alamance County, radar tracked rainfall totals climbing past 9 inches near Saxapahaw, with flash flooding, cutting off roads, and submerging parts of Graham. The storm's remnants lingered, adding another layer of damage to areas already drenched by high hourly rainfall rates.
Look at this. There's a waterfall where there shouldn't be one. It's just incredible.
Chapel Hill endured a particularly dangerous flood scenario as apartments flooded, and dozens of residents were forced to flee with help from emergency crews. Camelot Village became the epicenter of evacuations as floodwaters rose inside buildings and authorities worked overnight to rescue stranded individuals.
There goes Quipos. Underwater. Están boteados.
Orange County faced a growing crisis as over 60 residents were displaced and flooding overtook apartment complexes near Lake Michael. Fearing dam failure, officials issued a late-night evacuation around Lebanon Road and activated a shelter in Mebane for those fleeing low-lying areas. The destruction wasn't limited to housing. Eastgate Crossing saw vehicles submerged and stores inundated as water surged through parking lots. Postal Service operations were halted when mail trucks were trapped in rising waters near South Estes Drive. Moore County reported widespread washouts and infrastructure failures as over 7 inches of rain fell rapidly across Southern Pines. The collapse of a dam at a country club triggered additional street damage and flooding to nearby homes.
All right, peoples, we got severe flash flooding happening here in Orange County, North Carolina. This is the worst flooding I've seen in the Chapel Hill, Carborough area. Anybody that tries to come out here and drive it tonight, please don't do it. Look at this. There's a waterfall where there shouldn't be one.
Across the Durham-Bynum corridor, isolated bands of rainfall reached nearly 14 inches, close to 2 months' worth of precipitation in under 24 hours. Homes and businesses flooded, roads closed, and travel halted across central North Carolina. Floodwaters along the Haw River crested just shy of the all-time record set during Hurricane Florence, with levels nearing 32 feet and remaining dangerously high through the next morning. The situation prompted ongoing warnings as creeks and rivers stayed swollen.
Look at the door.
Both Orange and Moore counties declared states of emergency as conditions deteriorated rapidly, with hundreds of roads either submerged or washed away. Flash flood alerts remained in effect throughout central regions as rescue efforts intensified.
Mira, se me escucha volando, ¿verdad? Oh, sí. Mira cómo no. Mira, ¿y dónde vas tú? Tú andas navegando, mira. Ey, te va a caer ahí, oh. Cuidado.
In Chatham County alone, more than 100 roads were reported flooded or severely damaged, as local officials scrambled to reroute traffic and assess collapses. Some of the most affected areas remained inaccessible into the following day.
There's multiple cars that have been stranded. After we just been getting dumped on here by the remains of Tropical Storm Chantal.
Tornado activity added to the chaos near Moncure and Mebane, where hangars and small buildings sustained damage. Though no injuries were immediately confirmed, emergency response teams were deployed to inspect further risks in vulnerable locations.
That ain't normal. That ain't normal either.
As the weakened system moved northward into Virginia, dangerous surf, rip currents, and residual flash flood threats lingered along the east coast. Recovery crews initiated cleanup, power restoration, and public safety measures while urging residents to stay alert.